All right, y'all, get excited, get excited. We have yet another behind the scenes scoop. This time is coming from House of the Dragon VFX supervisor Mike Bell. And he did this little interview where he told ScreenRant that Rhaenys was originally supposed to kill way more people than she did in the scene that we saw. So let's talk about it. All right, so here is the article. As you can see, we're not going to read the whole thing. We're just going to go through some main points here. But the point is that Aegon's coronation was almost a massacre. All right, so skip down. VFX supervisor Mike Bell revealed in an exclusive interview with ScreenRant how episode 9 of House of the Dragon was changed and why. He revealed that the devastation was at first visibly wreaked upon thousands. Ultimately, the number was reduced after revision. Bell explained the decision, citing a lack of consistency with Rhaenys' character, and you can check out the full quote below. So Mike Bell said, the coronation in episode 9 was changed a little bit, especially Rhaenys' exit, because we initially had shots where she exits and plows through thousands of people. And it was just like, well, that's not really into the feeling of the character. There's definitely a feeling like it's okay, or is it okay that she's just going through all this crowd? We went high and then reduced it down, but in all that dust, there's also people flying and somersaulting. I think if you paused it, you might be able to count them. It's hundreds, maybe thousands. So the article goes on here. Rhaenys' decision to not kill Aegon led to frustration from some viewers who felt that she could have easily prevented an impending war between Rhaenyra and Aegon's supporters. However, in addition to this working as an obvious plot device to ensure the inevitability of the war, it also acts as an important moment defining Rhaenys' character. By holding Meleys back, Rhaenys proves what she isn't: vengeful, impulsive, or monstrous. The decision to cut back on the massacre, or at least the visual effects of it, further reinforces this characterization. Named the Queen Who Never Was, Rhaenys is unique for her lack of pursuit of the throne. Despite having had a claim to it, she recognizes that the crown is not worth bloodshed, suffering, and bitter ambition. So it goes on here. House of the Dragon is definitely exercising restraint when it comes to graphic scenes and shock value, especially when compared to its Game of Thrones predecessor. Now, I think that this is a premature statement to make. I think it's a premature statement to make because there's some crazy graphic shit that happens later on in the events of House of the Dragon, or at least the lore of it all, you know, if we're talking about the books, that we have yet to see. I mean, we barely scratched the surface of the heinous shit that's about to happen. So, I mean, girl, whatever you say, girl, whatever you say. So not only does this raise the stakes for House of the Dragon season 2, but it also goes to show that the show isn't afraid to set itself apart. No date has yet been set for season 2, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, I mean, we can stop here. So here's my thing. I agree with them. I'm happy that they chose to just make Rhaenys kill only a couple hundred instead of 1,000. You know what I mean? Like, okay, so here are my thoughts. Y'all already know how I feel about the show. The show is just, there's so many metaphors in the show, but one of the main points I think of shows like this, or Game of Thrones, whatever, Song of Ice and Fire, is just to show how invested the higher ups, the highborn people, the royals, the big houses, how invested they are in their own selves, in their own lives, that they if they find themselves in a jam, they're gonna do what they need to do to get the fuck out of the situation, no matter how many regular citizens pass away. And I think that this will have a lot to do with the upcoming, spoiler alert, the upcoming storming of the Dragonpit that we're no doubt going to see in later seasons of House of the Dragon, right? I think that's one of the main points of the show, the books, whatever, is that, you know, while these people are having dinner in the Red Keep and getting themselves out of situations, no matter who dies, no matter which citizens die, while they're having family issues, the people of King's Landing are at their mercy. You know, no matter what conflict, no matter what's happening, they're always at their mercy. So as good as Rhaenys seems to be, and as much as I love her, like let's be real about that shit, as amazing as she is, she still at the end of the day is highborn. Like she's up there, girl. Like she's up there, and she's gonna act that way. And like, you know, even the best of the Targaryens, the best of the rulers, the best of the, you know, leaders of these great houses are still terrible to the citizens. I think that's one of the main points that this show makes, because, you know, our favorite characters still be killing innocent ass people. I mean, if you think about it, that's how politicians are today. That's how they are today. They don't give a fuck about our ass, girl. Like, let's be real about that shit. So, you know, now I say this to say, if I was in that position, I'm sorry, girl, I would have done the same shit. And it's terrible, but it's like, girl, I would have done the same. You bitches are not about to lock me away forever. My dragon is underneath here. Sorry to y'all families, sorry to your brothers and sisters, sorry to y'all mamas and daddies, babe. I'm getting the fuck out of here and I'm going to Dragonstone. I'm sorry. Like, it sucks. You can say whatever you want to say. But like I said before, I think that's one of the main points. These people, no matter how much you rooting for them in the show, they're gonna be responsible for deaths, you know? And so what does that mean when it comes to chasing power or evading war, or the selfishness of these politicians, or, you know, their greed, or their desperation to survive? You know, all of that mixed together, it's just a powder keg. It's a powder keg for the citizens, the everyday citizens of King's Landing, and it will always be. And that's one of the themes, I think. We can, like I said before, we can see these kinds of things happening in our life, like in real life, like in 2022 in the United States, in global society. Like, you can see how people with power will do whatever they need to do to survive, and if that means running over your fucking grandkids, if that means, you know, busting up through a coronation and killing all you hoes, if that means, you know, if we're talking about 2022 in the real world, if that means sacrificing your constituents to remain in power, to move your political you know, agenda forward, they're going to do that. And this is what we see here. So yeah, but I agree. I really like that they made the choice to be like, all right, Rhaenys is going to do what she has to do to get the fuck out of there, but she's not just going to plow her dragon through these I guess she did, but you know what I mean? She's not unnecessary. I mean, I guess that was unnecessary. You know what I mean, girl? You know what I mean? Like, she's not, it's already bad enough that Rhaenys did it, so we don't need her plowing through more citizens. Like, we get it. The point has been made, and I think they definitely made the right decision to cut down on that shit, because it would, after a while, it would have been like, okay, like, damn, Rhaenys, you know, like, it would have been like, damn, Rhaenys. Like, we get it. Like I said, I'm not gonna be trapped in King's Landing. I'm sorry. Whatever I have to do, whoever my dragon gotta run over to get me the fuck out of here, it was gonna happen. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna get trapped in King's Landing. Sorry. Like, bitch, they was locking me up in the Red Keep. Hell no. I would have got out of there, and that would have sucked. But like I said, I think it's like, once you make that point, once Rhaenys escapes, once, you know, she's holding back Melees from breathing that fucking fire on people. She didn't stage her cars. It's like, once you're trying to make those kind of points, if she was just bulldozing her way through, like, it would have been like, damn, it would have just countered all of her efforts, at least morally, to me, you know? So I don't know. But let me know what y'all think of this. I really don't want to. The only time I want to see Rhaenys just bulldozing people is when they deserve that shit for real. Because that will let me feel even better about rooting for her, because it's just like, you don't even know when it comes to these characters, like, what they're gonna do next. So it's like, you root for them very cautiously, but still, at the end of the day, I'm going to be supportive of Rhaenyra's war crimes. I'm sorry, it's just and Rhaenys, when she has to fight them girls, y'all know exactly which battle I'm talking about, because I explained it in some of my previous House of the Dragon videos, which you should check out. I put them up, I think, last week, just explaining some of these situations, some of these dragon fights. But y'all already know when it's like 2 versus 1 type of tease, you know, and they come after my girl, that's when I want to see her bulldozing these girls up, you know. But I will say that I think they made the right decision here. If you're gonna have Melees coming the fuck up and killing all these people, like, let that just be that, and we don't need to see her. I'm glad that Melees found a way to fly and, you know, dive through those doors that were being closed. And Otto was just like, open the damn doors, what are y'all doing? Open the doors. Because y'all already know, if I can't get out this dragon pit, or if y'all gonna make it difficult for me, I'm saying Dracarys. I'm burning down these doors or something, but Rhaenys was going to get out, period. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. Love y'all so much. Thank you so much for checking out the video, and I will catch y'all later. Peace.